Hey mathematicians, let's do your homework. Okay, so some of these look pretty similar to what was on our exit ticket because they're based on the same worksheet, but that just means that some of them should be very easy for you. All right, percentage written as a decimal. If you have a decimal point in your percent, great, start there. If you don't, you find where it's hiding, and it's always hiding at the end. When you have a percent and you're changing it to a decimal, in essence, what we're doing is we're dividing this number by 100. What you can actually do is move your decimal 2 places to the left because dividing will give us a smaller answer. We had something similar to this on the exit ticket and everyone got caught up on the dollar amount. I don't actually care how much this helmet costs. I don't care how much they have to pay with the discount. The actual question is, which fraction or decimal is not equivalent to 25%? It has nothing to do with the dollar amount. That's just there to confuse you. So you are looking for something that is not equivalent. I know that 25% is the same as a lot of these, as 3 of these. You're looking for the one it's not the same as. Same deal down here. Which ones are not the same answer? So 750%, that's 750 out of 100. That does simplify to 75 out of 10. They're the same. And a lot of people were picking the ones that they're, like, it's A because they're the same. No, you didn't read the directions. You've got to be very, very careful because I'm not looking for the ones that are the same. I'm looking for the one where you're like, well, those aren't equal. That's what I'm looking for. Number 4, we're looking for the kids who are correct. So you need to check this. Just because it has an equal sign doesn't mean that's true. This is somebody's student work. Maybe they got the wrong answer. So you need to make sure that these are actually the same thing. And then you're going to pick, okay, if this girl's right and this girl's right, which answer? Oh, well, I don't think that can be true because it's either all of them, none of them, Mel and Nan, or Mel only. So if Carly's right, then it's not Mel only, and it's not Nan only, and it's not none of them. But I just made that up, so you need to actually do the math to check them because I didn't actually check them yet. Well, I did, but I'm making you do it. Which of the following is equivalent? So we are looking for the one that's the same as 120%. 120% is bigger than 100%, so it can't be smaller than 1. It's also like 100%. You got 100 and an extra 20. So it's not going to be like you got 12 100s. That would be a lot. So you're choosing between one of these two. I would maybe change them into percentages because you can make that an improper fraction and then scale it to be equivalent out of 100. Or you can make that one out of 100, and whichever one gives you 120 as your numerator, that's your answer. Which is represented by the shaded amount. This is 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not 2/3, it's not 3/5. It's maybe this one, but also if this is wrong, then it's not that one. So you now need to make 2/5 into a decimal to check. Jan asked 40 students in her school which pet they prefer. The table shows the types of pets. What decimal, your answer needs to be a decimal, represents the fraction of students who prefer fish? Well, 8 kids like fish out of 40 total kids. You now need to take that fraction and make it a decimal. I do not care about this right here. You can just write it and circle it somewhere. We don't do gridables anymore because we all have computers. Which of the following statements is not true? 2 out of 3, that looks like 2/3. Is it true that that is the same as 66 2/3%? I don't know. You're going to have to divide. Divide your numerator, divided by your denominator, see what you get. Each of these, maybe you want like a section. There's F, there's G, 3 out of 5. That's the first step, is to write the actual fraction. Then do a space for H, then do a space for J. Again, you're looking for the one that is not true. So if you're like, yeah, that does make the answer, don't circle it. That's not your actual answer. Well, it says 5 dimes and 5 nickels. A dime is worth 10 cents and a nickel is worth 5 cents. What percent of a dollar is worth 100 cents? Does he have? Figure out how much money 5 dimes and 5 nickels is together. Make that out of 100 cents. Change it to a percent. Last but not least, Miss Macias has 9 apples in her fruit bowl. She uses 6 of them to bake a pie. So part is 6. The total or the whole is 9. We're trying to find the percent. 6 out of 9. Honestly, what I did, because I didn't want to do any long division here, was I said, is that more or less than half of the apples? Because I know that half is 50%. So is 6 more or less than half of 9? Well, half of 9 is 4.5, so 6 is more than that, which means that our answer needs to be more than 50%. And there's only one answer that is.